Peace and blessings, guys. It's the Queen of Spades. So I decided also to make a video today talking about the situation with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina. And to me, right off the rip, really, it's none of anybody's business who these people decide to sleep with, who Will decides to penetrate, who Jada decides to have in between her thighs. It's really no one else's business. They can sleep with whomever they like to, as long as it's okay and been worked out between the two of them. And if it's worked out between the two of them, what does anyone else have to say? Like, it just baffles me how for the last, few days or so, people have been talking about when August Alsina came out with the fact that, him and Jada were in a relationship and all these other things. And by the way, I like all three of them because they're all three very good at their craft. I like all three of them. Will and Jada are a very talented actor and actress. And, August Alsina is a singer, and I love a lot of his songs. So they're all three very talented. But I think that people become a lot more invested in other people's lifestyles than what they should. And it really has nothing to do with anybody. So it baffles me that, for the last few days or so, people have been openly discussing this, openly talking about this. And, it was said that even Jada was receiving like threats. She was being attacked by people who are fans of August Alsina, or people who are not necessarily fans of August Alsina, but feel like, as an older woman, she doesn't have the right to have whatever partner she wants. Some feel, oh, you're a nasty cougar, because you're, at an age where you shouldn't be messing with, nobody that age and this, that, and the other. And, it's just been crazy. And I just feel like there was too much focus placed on the entire situation. Not because it's not something that doesn't need to be talked about, because these types of things actually they need to be talked about more often than not, to be honest. Like, if we're really honest with ourselves, these types of things need to be taught on and need to be talked about more often than not, because people are lacking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. People are lacking information on these types of things. And so it would help if they have access to more information so that they're not so judgmental right off the bat about things that they have no understanding of. I'm not here to condemn anybody in this situation. I'm not here to judge anyone in this situation. I feel like there is something that can be learned from everything. And one thing I like about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, I like the fact that as a couple, they are a lot similar to me and my husband. Very open and honest with each other. Very loving, caring, nurturing relationship. Very supportive of each other. And it's like at the end of the day, what doesn't matter who their other partners are on the side? Like, really, what doesn't matter? Does it take away from their character? I don't see where it does. To me, they still look like decent people with or without extra partners on the side. So it just baffles me and makes me wonder why people even care to make this not necessarily a topic of discussion, but why people are getting so angry and going into attack mode where, Jada is concerned. I just find that baffling. Like, all the parties in this situation are adults, consenting adults. And they all have a right to make the choices that they made. It's been said, like in the tabloids and stuff like that, that the two have an open relationship, a poly type relationship, and they have many partners that they have been spotted with and seen with. And to me, it's just like, so what? Like, you live your life how you feel you need to live, and you allow people to live their life how they want to live it. If it doesn't resonate with you, okay, don't do it. Don't watch them. Don't participate, in what they're participating in. Don't be another person that is, here to watch their life and watch it become like a movie in motion, almost. Like, just don't pay any attention to it if it don't concern you. But it just seems like people are always looking for something to talk about. And I'm talking about it because I could care less about who they are sleeping with on the side in their marriage. It really does not bother me at all. I don't disagree or have any feelings with their lifestyle. I feel like as long as they're honest with each other and genuine with each other and okay with the choices that each other makes, then it shouldn't be any problem for anyone else. One thing about unconditional love is no judgments on your partner, your children, family members, friends. No judgment to the point where, you look at them, you see them, thinking a different way, living a different way. No judgment to the point where if they are living or thinking differently from you, no judgment to the point where you don't feel like you're being attacked just because they're living a different way or thinking a different way from you. Everybody's entitled to do just that. That's why we all have free will. And if you don't like it, just don't do it. Don't live it. Don't think it. But I primarily brought them up because, like I said, I respect how they are with each other. I love how they are with each other. And it was just funny because I actually saw the most recent Red Table Talk, and usually me and hubby watch them together. But he went out, to get some things from the store, and I went ahead and began watching it. And I thought it was funny because before I started recording, I heard my children actually discussing the situation. I'm like, what do they know about it? Like, it must be really out there like that, like to the point where like you can hear your children discussing it and having an opinion on it. Like it's everywhere. Like it's all over social media. Everyone's talking about it. So now here's my opinion. I really don't give a damn about who they are sleeping with on the side. At the end of the day, these people are millionaires, probably billionaires. These people have a lifestyle in which they support and love on one another. They support and love their children. They take care of their children. They have decided and agreed to certain aspects of their relationship, and some of which they share with all of us and the rest of the public world. Some of which they have to themselves. They don't feel a need to go into or discuss it. And they're entitled to be able to be private with their lifestyle or be completely open. That's no one else's choice or decision but their own. That's like someone telling me that I have to do something a certain way because that's what pleases them. I don't have to do a damn thing except what I want to do. And everybody has that right. So I don't really feel any type of way. I feel like the thing that should be focused on the most and taken from this situation the most is how the Smiths interact with each other. And, the way that they act with each other, I've admired it for many years now. The way that they are with each other is so flowy and so easygoing, and there's no force with it. They just have a very beautiful relationship, in my opinion. And it wasn't always like that. It took time to get there. It took time to get that type of understanding that they have with one another. And, with their children and with their family as a whole. It took a lot to get there, but they got there. And I see that and I say, that's something that everyone should kind of look at, the way that they communicate with each other and the way that they show up for each other, how present they are for each other and each other's feelings and emotions and what they all experience and go through in their lives. They are present and they are supportive of each other. I want to know if people actually understand what unconditional love is. Because I don't think that a lot of people really understand the terminology. And if you do, please feel free to comment down below. If you don't, ask the question. But to me, unconditional love is accepting that person on all levels as they are and loving them and supporting them in their life as they love and support you in your life with your choices, your decisions, your thoughts, your views, your doings. They love you unconditionally and you love them unconditionally. And not having the condition, well, as long as you show up this way, then I love you. But the moment that you change that and you do this or you do that and it make me feel this type of way or make me look this type of way, it's over. You can have those types of stipulations if that's what you and your mate agree to. But I really admire, what they exude, because their love is definitely unconditional. And I just love how free-flowing it is. There's no force there. It literally is free-flowing, and I feel like there's a lot of jewels in how they interact with each other. There's knowledge and wisdom there in how they communicate with each other. And, I'm not speaking for anyone else but me and my husband and my family. I desire to have more open communication like that and more of a relationship like that with my husband and my children. And I think that we exude that. Now, with children, it can be a little rough because sometimes they can take advantage of you being so open, so honest with them, and they think that they can, walk over you or disrespect you. That's where the boundaries come, because you have to put those in place in order to let them know. It doesn't matter how open I am, how understanding I am, how much I open the floor for dialogue between us. You cannot just act any certain type of way towards me, because I'm going to pull your coattail on it, I'm going to check you on it, and there's going to be repercussions. However, at the end of the day, the way that they are with as a family, with their children and with each other, there's something that you can take from that. My auntie always told me there's a gift in everything. And I still believe that. I see that in them and how they interact, with each other. So let me know in the comments how you guys feel. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have an opinion or something altogether different from what I'm saying? Let me know. I'll definitely respond back to your comments or questions. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm wearing Glamnetic, I believe it's called, and I love them. Like, I'm not even a person who usually wears these, but it's very easy to apply and put on, and they look nice. And hubby approves. He said they look really nice. So I probably will be getting these more often than not, just in case you were wondering and wanted to get some yourself. And the rest of the product is Ipsy. So, okay, well, that's all I have to say for today. Comment down below if you have any questions or opinions on the subject matter at hand, and I look forward to talking with you guys again soon. Peace and blessings.